Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second. Down.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. No, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate.
Nice, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. If you hating cause I on the wrist, I bet you wanna be famous.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What's up? Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Fresno. Middle. Fresno. Here we go. What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And, oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Check hot route. Hot.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Nice 57. 57's right. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Alert! Hey, home.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Middle.
Mike 3. Combo. Let him know.
Half.
Mike 3. I'm coming.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Blue draw Corkers.
Mike 3. Combo. Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Middle. What QB do? Hey, echo.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Hines. He spins free, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check, all 52.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Alpha.
Switch.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Check mark 45.
Here we go.
Bravo!
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
On 1st down, Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Hines. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 3, check 3.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
4 down, 4 down.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. No good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's Kelsey on the ground, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Single. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Lock it. Check. Hustle.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, Haywood!
Check. 57. Mike, 57. It's going to be a long day for you. He's coming.
All 52.
He's coming.
That's 10.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 3. Mike 3. Bandit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, home.
Mike 3.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
57. Mike, 57.
Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Campbell down. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. Hines. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
17.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Alert.
Mike 3. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
0-0. Mike 3. Here we go.
Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
I got you.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Colts take over. Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Middle. Pick it up. 56. What's that? Not today.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 91 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Leonard Fournette up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You're trying.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Red, 18 Gator. Hey. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
0-0, middle. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run again with Hines. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alert! Strip that ball. Mike 3. Combo.
Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.